Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's SolidWorks tutorial, we are going to create this really interesting twisted and wavy vase. At first glance, this model might look quite complicated, but the actual workflow is surprisingly simple. We are going to start with a very basic shape, add some fillets to create the smooth transitions, use the flex feature to give the body this beautiful twisted form, and finally use the shelf feature to turn it into a hollow vase. So let's jump straight into SolidWorks and build it from scratch. File, new, part, OK. So now for first sketch, let's select the top plane, select center rectangle, click at the origin and now move away. Check here for construction and click OK. Now select smart dimension. This is 75 mm. This is 100 mm. Press escape. Now select center point arc. Place the center somewhere here on this central vertical axis. Point 1 and point 2. Let's make another arc and this time place the center somewhere here on this horizontal central axis. Point 1 and point 2. Press escape. Now select smart dimension. The radius value for this arc number 1 is 110 mm. For this second arc it is 65 mm. Press escape. Go to mirror entities. Select this arc. Mirror about this central horizontal axis. Click OK. Select mirror entities one more time. This time select this arc. Mirror about this vertical central axis. Click OK. Now that our sketch is fully defined, go to features and select extruded boss base. So let's enter the height here 200 mm. Add the draft angle 8 degrees and click OK. Now the next step is to soften the edges of this part. For that select fillet. Fillet radius 10 mm is fine. Select these edges one by one. Click OK. Select fillet again. Let's keep the radius to 10 mm and select this base face and click OK. And now that we have added the fillet comes the most interesting part of this model, flex feature. Search for flex here. Twisting. Now let's define the flex region. Select this top face. Enter the angle here 360 degree. And before I click OK, there is one important thing to understand here is that flex doesn't simply rotate the entire body like the rotate command. Instead, it gradually deforms the geometry through the selected region, and that's what gives us this smooth twisted appearance rather than just rotating the whole body. And click OK. Now that we have the external shape, but obviously our vase is still a solid body, so the final major operation is going to be the shell feature. Click on shell. Shell thickness, enter 2 mm here. Select this top face. Triple thickness, enter 5 mm here and select this bottom face. Click OK. And that's it, our twisted vase is now complete. You can see how the smooth filleted edges combined with the flex feature create this flowing twisted form, and because we have used the shell feature, the model is now hollow and ready to function as an actual vase. And before we finish, let's give our vase a proper appearance. Go to appearances, stone, stoneware, select porcelain here, change the display style. And now look at how the reflections move across the twisted surfaces. This is one of the reasons I like adding an appearance at the end. It makes the shape and the transition much easier to appreciate. And now before we end the tutorial, there is one thing worth noticing here is that the final shape isn't created from a complicated sketch. We started with a very simple profile. The interesting geometry comes mainly from feature manipulation. First, the fillet softened the edges, the flex progressively twisted the body, and finally, shell converted the solid into a hollow structure. So this is a great example of how a few relatively simple SolidWorks features can be combined to create a much more complex looking design. And that's it for this tutorial. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more SolidWorks modeling tutorials. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.